Hey WL7 users, Glitch here. Today we're going to talk about what's new in WL7 build 42. So let's dive into it. There's one major new feature in build 42 and a couple of small things. But first of all, let's look at a new strategy type that we introduced. WL7 has a couple of different strategy types that you can create, building blocks where you can drag different building blocks together to compose a strategy, a C-sharp coded strategy, a meta strategy, which combines other strategies, and a rotation strategy, which lets you stay 100% invested, rotating in and out of a group of symbols. The new strategy type that we added is up here in the menu, and it is trade history. So let's open up a trade history strategy. The purpose of this strategy is to import a list of historical trades and then treat them as a back-tested strategy, allowing you to apply all of the breadth of WealthLab 7's visualizers to your historical trades. So when we open up the strategy, we have a new designer here that lets you specify a file to import. So let me click here and click this demo trades file that I created. It just has a handful of trades that I entered in ASCII format. And here you specify the format of your ASCII file. Each line in your text file or CSV file should contain a number of fields. You should have the date that the trade was entered, and you can specify the date format in this drop down here. The action, which can be buy, sell, short, cover, or some textual token that represents the buy, sell, short, cover actions in your particular ASCII file. The symbol that was traded, the quantity, and the price. There's a few other fields you can add, a filler field, a separate time field if it's intraday trades, a signal name, and a position tag. You can also order the fields by simply dragging and dropping them. So for example, in my file, the quantity occurs before the symbol. So I'll just drag that above there. And once I do that, the designer immediately validates the input and shows you the imported trades here on the left. Now that those trades are imported, we can set up a starting capital just like we normally do. We also set up a data range to backtest. So let me just plug in the most recent 2 years. Then we click run the backtest, and we will get our backtest results, including the positions of the trades that were in the file. In my file, I happen to have 3 trades, 1 buy trade and 2 sell trades. So what the backtester did is split the single position into 2, so it could then execute both of those buys. So that is the ASCII format for imported trades. There is a couple of other options for importing your trades. So you see here there's a parser section, and ASCII files is the default option. There's a couple of other parsers we provide. If you have our IB extension, we have a parser for IB's output format and a parser for TD Ameritrade. So I have a couple of saved strategies here with some TD trades. I just selected the file name and the parser of TD Ameritrade. It parsed all of the trades. And then when I run my back test, we can see the results using all of the available visualizers. Very powerful feature, letting you analyze your historical trades by easily importing them into WL7, new in build 42. The next little feature I want to talk about is our list views. And when I say list views, I mean any one of these controls here that's a list of items and columns. You can reorder these columns, change the width of the columns. You could always do that in WL7, but now, as of build 42, and to show this off, let's say, for example, let's make our symbol column a little bit wider, and we drag this tag column maybe here before MFE, MAE. So when I close the window, when I open the strategy window again and go to the positions viewer, you can see the symbol column has retained that width, and the tag column is retained its position that I dragged it to. So the column settings for our list views will now persist. Hopefully that will save you some frustration if you always change those columns around. There's a couple other things new in build 42, but this is going to be a quick video. This is all I want to cover here. So have fun, hopefully, analyzing your historical trade results. Maybe you can learn a little bit from seeing what kind of profits you may have missed out on, or perhaps you set your stops too short and you exited trades too early. Let the robust performance visualizers in WealthLab 7 help you analyze your historical trades. That's it for now. See you all on the forum.